Good day, my dear friends. Great to be coming to you once again in this Christmas season that culminates with the Feast of the Epiphany, the visit of the wise men. And let me start by saying this: no Bible story has been embellished throughout history more than the story of the wise men, the visit of the Magi. It is a fairly simple tale of some astrologers who practiced a religion called Zoroastrianism. But it has taken on epic proportions as the years went by. First of all, their numbers were reduced to 3, even though the Bible just says some wise men. Then they became kings later on with crowns. And then they were divided into 3 races representing the 3 continents of Asia, Africa, and Europe. The story is supposed to suggest, and all these embellishments are supposed to suggest that the birth of Jesus has worldwide appeal and significance. Jesus is meant not just for some simple Jewish shepherds, but also for sophisticated, learned men. Jesus is for the poor, and he is for the rich. He is for the learned, and he is for the simple. In fact, these wise men were the first non-Jewish converts to Christianity. My favorite line from the story is the line that goes, "We saw his star at its rising and have come to do him homage." Now, of all the things that the Magi could have done in visiting the newborn babe, they did him homage. They could have simply admired him, looked at him, visited with him, saw him, got acquainted with him and his parents. But the verb is, they did him homage. And to do homage, in my understanding, is to give something your complete allegiance, your attention, your devotion. It is reserved for something that is really important. It must be something that is truly deserving, something you can give your life to. Usually it is something you have given very serious consideration to. You did your homework, so to speak, which is what the wise men did. We are told that they studied the stars, they had read all the ancient texts, listened to all the oracles, they knew world religions, and when there was a sudden change in the sky, they knew exactly what is meant. So their decision to go seeking Christ, the newborn babe, was not a fly-by-night decision. Today it is very hard to pay homage. It is very hard to give allegiance, complete allegiance to anything. There are so many distractions in the world today, all clamoring for our attention. I was reading recently where the Japanese are the hardest people to convert to Christianity. Only 0.35%, for instance, are Catholic. Because the Japanese, according to their culture, value ambiguity. They don't like anything that is definitive. So it's hard to convince them of certain definite beliefs. But I think that we too have become a little bit skeptical. We sort of accept Christ and the church, but we are not quite ready to give it our full allegiance. We are not quite ready to pay homage. It is like a kind of a half homage that we give. And that is quite understandable. It's difficult to give anything your full allegiance because you are saying basically that this is it. This person, this thing can fulfill the desires of my heart. This is what I am searching for, and I'm going to give my entire life to this. And by the way, this is why priests wear black. It is supposed to symbolize an unswerving devotion to Christ and a turning away from the bright things represented by all the other colors of this world. So the journey of the wise men is really our journey. We have done our homework. We have found Jesus, and now we are ready to pay him homage. to seek out the will of God in our hearts, paying full attention to the nuances of the Spirit, the little knowledge, the little nudges that God gives us sometimes, and the soft voice that speaks to us in our hearts. The many ways in which God speaks to us. I think that the fact that we do go to church and we do listen to this broadcast indicates that we are willing to pay homage. We are willing to pay attention. But the question is, as we come to the close of this Christmas season, are we giving enough attention to God in our lives? Something for us to consider as the weeks go by. God bless you. And once again, a Happy New Year to you all.